Hi everyone, it's me Lina again. Welcome to my YouTube channel and thank you a lot for checking my videos out. And today in this video I would like to share with you my opinion on TV series called Euphoria. Gotta says that this show is about teenagers, and it is about teenagers with issues, with some troubles, I'd say, or those who are in troubles. And yeah, it is quite interesting, curious, I'd say, and it is not the usual type of show I would normally, watch, but I was really curious, so I decided I need to watch it. Gotta says that this video is gonna be full of spoilers, so if you don't want anyone to spoil, it for you, you should stop watching this video right now. And yes, this is more for people who already watched this show, because I know that many people love to discuss their shows they watch, their favorite shows, and this is the video where you can do it too. I mean, you can actually comment down below, so that's what I mean. And yeah, I'm curious what you think about this show, because I definitely have my opinion on it, like maybe few. Meaning, for example, I think it is quite depressive and dramatic for me, sad. Yeah, usually I don't like it. And also I think it is difficult to have your favorite character in this show, but I'm pretty sure that many people would actually say that their favorite character is Rue, this girl, this young pretty girl who has drug addiction. I can understand that her father died and he was sick for a while, so she was sad and such, that's how it all started, but honestly, I can't say that she is not responsible for what is happening with her, and yeah, I feel sorry for her, but the pity I have for her, it's not like this huge, because, well, I think she is responsible too for some, things, and yeah, she is weak, fragile, and she's quite kind, she is smart, but it's not an excuse, and also the thing I don't like about this character that, I need to talk about another character to mention this. So this Nate guy, the one with his father who is very influenced and has this little secret, those things he does, and Nate is very aggressive, right? Teenager, he is using his power, he's, I would say it's the fact that he's athlete to do some things sometimes, he's aggressive, he loses his patience easy, and I think that those things comes from his childhood, and also definitely the fact that he found out about his dad like a long time ago actually had impact on his mental health, and also he has some unfulfilled desires too, so definitely it is the way I would describe Nate. I don't like his character, especially that he messed up life of this Tyler guy. I mean, yes, the guy was 21, he slept with this underage girlfriend of Nate's, but first of all, he wasn't forcing her, and also he of course didn't know for sure like that she was underage or anything like that. I'm not saying it is right or anything, because I think it is totally not right. I mean, Tyler should have obviously been more careful, attentive, and not to go to parties where there are gonna be some underage people, maybe even like that, I'd say it. Because I don't want you to think that I'm, saying that it is normal. It's just that Nate, he beaten him up and such, blackmailed. I mean, he spoiled the life of this young man, and I think it is not really something good to do. Well, it is obviously quite crazy and just very cruel. It is just so cruel. I think that Nate, he doesn't have this feeling of guilt too, because people who usually would feel guilty for something, at least, they would normally, be just in this, pain in some way, knowing that they have done so many bad things. It's not okay. I think Nate is just I'm not sure what to say about him. I just definitely don't like people like that. He likes insulting others in some way, and you know, he also definitely doesn't really respect women in general. But of course he can find sometimes his like girls that he might sort of like Maddie, but you know, it definitely wasn't like a true love or anything. But yeah, he definitely liked him in those relationships. He loved to like protect her. I mean, it was said in the show, I shouldn't repeat it like that. Whatever. I was talking about Rue, so what I wanted to say, that there was this one moment where Nate told her, you know, you are the person who doesn't really like have big dreams or hopes for future. And yeah, I agree with him on that, and I don't like that fact about this Rue girl, because I mean, you're a teenager, you should hope for something, you should have your dreams, expectations even and such, and if you don't, it is sad. And as she said herself in the show, that lots of people find it sad when she tell them certain things, and yeah, I find it incredibly sad, and me as an adult, I even like shocked, because it is not a normal, you know, thing for teenager not to have hopes and like some dreams, at least something, you know. I'm not saying about something huge. It's sad, and she might be kind, she might be pretty, she might be, you know, a good person, but she doesn't have this inspiring scene in my opinion, and she is not the person I would, you know, like that much anyway. So this is the way it is, and for me, just simply like that. So I'm not sure what else to add, but I'm pretty sure that lots of people like her character, so I don't want to say something that gonna like totally spoil your, you know, opinion on this character. Well, if it comes to Jewel, as it comes, I think her character is interesting, weak, fragile too, and she tries to sleep with lots of people to prove that she is female enough, which is so wrong. And yeah, even the fact that she is more special, you know what I mean, probably, it doesn't really, you know, I don't think this is like a big deal for that situation. She's still teenager, she can, you know, live her life, she can change things, she can become whoever she wants, and I think she will. But yeah, I definitely don't like, you know, things like that, because, you know, sometimes it's difficult to prove something to yourself, like through different people. You should just do it by yourself, with yourself, not like with other people. So I'm not sure if you got what I wanted to say, but yeah, I don't like that type of people, and like, meaning the way she acts with, like, for example, sleeping with too many people just to do that, just to prove something for herself. I mean, really, come on. But she's fragile, she's smiley, she's, you know, positive, like, attitude maybe in some way still, and I think she has dreams, like, this is a good thing. And yeah, I hope it's gonna be good for that character, everything's gonna be smooth and soft in some way. Whatever. Who else? For example, Cassie, for her I can feel sorry. I think she is not responsible for everything what happened to her. Of course, if it is about, you know, the fact that she, you know, let those her boyfriends do some things, but you know, it is rather weakness of like being too, you know, like, I mean, yeah, it's not something good, and she should have been more responsible, of course. But still, in her childhood, it wasn't exactly super bright, and I don't think her dad was that bad person in general. Just her mother was, you know, maybe too, you know, jealous and such, and since he was that handsome, I mean, I watched that part, and you know, I felt sorry for her. I think it is just sad, because I think she's pretty in this case, and she's a good person in general. She doesn't deserve those things. That's for her I could feel like sorry. I'm not sure why like that, but yeah, maybe the fact that she was very irresponsible dating people too, that I don't like rather, but in general she's just soft, you know, this nice person. And also, by the way, I'm not sure if it's her sister, right? The brunette, she has darker hair. She looks very different. I like her character. I mean, she's not like very pretty or anything. Well, let's be honest. I mean, I'll say it like that. She's not like this bright person, but she's just a good person in my opinion. That's how I thought her. Also, I sort liked Maddie. I think she's definitely smart, but of course she doesn't want to be a hard worker or anything like that in future. She has her plans, maybe to get married or something to someone rich, maybe. But I mean, I wouldn't say that she's a good person, but she's not like someone who is like genuinely would do something really horrible or anything like that. Not my favorite character, but yeah, interesting, and I liked her outfits, but not those two revealing ones. I was very, you know, touched with love story of this cat and that other guy, Ethan maybe, I'm not sure. I think the Ethan is very nice guy, like very nice and sweet person, and it was just so pure, and I really felt so sorry when, you know, that cat told him that. It was so sad because she was, you know, a bit like maybe too curvy, slightly overweight, and maybe she wasn't that self-sure, and then she started to show her sexuality in some way and also to use it too, and she already had some, you know, partners. Well, and she was like, oh, you know, this, that, and I felt so sorry for him. I think he was really nice, and he was genuinely like liked her from the first sight, and it was just so, you know, very sweet. I like that guy. And who else? Well, there are other characters, but you know, I'm not sure what to say. I don't like mom of Cassie, for example, if it comes to parents, for example. And well, I like the guy, the McKay maybe, the guy. I liked him, but he's quite nice person in general, honestly. He needs some, you know, like someone to, you know, to tell him that he can do it. There are other people I didn't mention, but I'm talking too much, so this is my opinion on show. Also, I think the fashion in the show is great, though the show is quite depressive and I don't like it. And it also seems like there are pieces which are torn apart from each other, and I don't like that. Also, I love that music in this show is picked so well. It is incredibly beautiful and it is making this show so atmospheric, so it was brilliant. And I'm really curious what you think about this show. Let me know. I'm really curious. Also, let me know if you like videos like this one, because I'm not sure if I should keep making them. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video thumbs ups, and I'll see you soon.